Wanna see an easier way to do this one? Okay, here I'll show you an easier way to do this one. So first, I think about chopping up the. There are two ways of doing this. So first, you can chop up the zero, right? Because divide by 10, yeah? And then you divide. This is 35 and 21. What number do they? What factor do they share?
7.
7. So that's gonna be 5 on 3, and now you solve it.
10.
Yeah. Easy?
Yeah.
Yes. So normally you simplify all the way down, and then you can simplify back up. You can multiply back up. Okay, so that's the one here. Now, next one. Let's go to question 2. A.
5 over 9.
Yep. C.
51 over 6.
Yep. Can you simplify further?
No.
You can.
You can.
You do 5 plus 1, which is 6, so it's divisible by 3. Just do digit by digit, right? 5 divided by 3 is?
5 over 3.
Try 5. So 5 divided by 3 is 1, right?
Yeah.
Remainder?
2.
Yep. So the next number will be?
21.
Yep.
7.
Yep.
17 over 2.
Yeah. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll circle this, and I might give you some extra questions to practice on these kinds of questions later. Now, 3B, question 3A.
7 over 11.
Yep. 3B.
1 over 8.
Good. 3C. Think of it as you minus 1 whole and then you minus 1/4.
1.75.
1.75, yes, 1.75. Or 1 3/4. Right? So when you minus 1 whole, it's the same as 2 minus 1/4, which is 1 whole and 3/4. Yeah. So if they give us in the mixed number, we also return the answer in mixed number. I will copy the format. Okay, D. It's a bit hard to do it mentally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it on paper. So how are we doing this?
It's 1 something.
Yep, it is 1 something. Now, the technique is, if it's a little bit tricky to do, just convert it back to improper fraction. And then make the denominator the same.
1 in 7 over 12.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Now question E.
Um, 5 and 13 out of 20.
13 over 20. Yes, that's correct. Okay, F.
Three and 17 over 30.
3, 17 over 30. Yes, good. Yep, that's fine. Now, okay. Do you know the technique to do question 4a easy?
Times 2 by 12.
Not quite. You simplify first.
Oh.
So you can think of it as the 12 is like 12 over 1.
Oh, you simplify.
Yes, you can simplify 3 and 12. So if you do that, what's the answer?
About 8.
Yep.
1.
Which is 8.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So using that technique, and do you remember how to do the division?
Swap it with times and you swap the fraction.
Okay. So what's the answer to D?
6 over 1. Okay. Yeah.
Remember, if it's 6 over 1,
6.
just 6. Yes, that's right. Okay, good. Yep. Now let's do the rest of it.
Rest of 3D.
Yeah. Question 4, I mean. Yeah. So this one here is a bit confusing. This is the chapter. Right. This is the question number. So we'll look at the question number here: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then they could be for different chapters.
13 over 28.
Yep, good. Okay, we'll skip C actually as though E.
1 over 18.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, let's move on. All right, let's do a mixture of these things. Let's do all. Question 5. All right, let's try that. 6 questions. I will throw in 6 minutes. Is that doable?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, let's try it. Yeah, you can start now.
Okay. Wait, do I say the answers?
No, just write everything down, and we'll check the answer at the end.
Shit. Mm. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Done? Oh, nice. Got 30 seconds left. Okay. Now let's check your answers. What's the answer for 5A?
-7 over 15.
Good. 5B?
-3 over 20.
Good. 5C?
9 over 25.
Okay, good. 5D?
19 over 20.
Okay, good. 5E?
-5 over 1.
Which is,
Oh, -5.
yeah, just remember to simplify all the way, yeah? 5F?
-4 over, -4, 11 over 12.
Close.
Oh,
That one's wrong. All right, let's try that one again.
okay.
Okay, so this one is a complicated one, so I would recommend. Actually, there are a few ways of doing this. So first, have a look.
Oh, wait, I saw where I went wrong.
Yeah. I'll show you a different way.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the idea is that if this is a negative plus a negative, right? It means that you just add is actually just going to be a negative of 6 1/4 plus 1 1/3. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
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 Okay. Because the idea is that if you have, let's say, -3 plus -4, it's like you borrow someone $3 and then you borrow another $4, right?
Yeah.
So the idea is -7, right? So it's still negative, but it's a bigger number. So if I know that it's negative plus negative, I know that I'm just adding them, which means in my head, what I can do is I just do the addition first and then I put the negative at the front,
Okay.
right? So doing this addition is going to be 7. And then I just do 1/4 plus 1/3 on the side. So it's going to be 3 on 12. So I do the times like that. 3 on 12 plus 4 on 12 is 7 on 12. So -7, 7 on 12.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So that's a trick to do this kind of question if you can think that one step further. Any question?
No.
No. All right. Maybe try one yourself. What is -3 2/3 minus 4 1/5?
-7, 13 over 15.
Yes, it is -7 13 on 15. Good. All right. Very nice. Now this one, which symbol? How can we tell? Can we tell straight away or?
I think equal.
Equal. Yes. Very nice. All right. How did you do it?
Because 20 is like really close to 10, so you just divide by 2.
Yep.
And 11 divided by 2 is 5.5, and that's the same as 0.55.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Now, what I would do instead is I like to multiply than divide. So this one I can multiply by 5.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So the equivalent to this would be 55 over 100. So 0.55.
Yeah.
Right. So if you have like over like a power of 10, it's easier to read the decimal place than 5.5 over 10.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, I prefer multiplication. Right. How about B?
0.7 is more.
Is more. So which symbol? 1 or 2?
Oh, 1.
1?
Oh, no, 2.
2?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay. C.
Symbol 1.
Yep, symbol 1, this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's fine. This one is all good. Now, have a look at question 7. How confident are you with this?
Pretty confident.
Pretty confident?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think? Do you still want to try it, or you try it at home?
A little home.
Okay, let's do this one at home. How about question 8? Look at this. Are you confident?
Yeah.
Yeah, with everything?
Yeah.
How do you do E?
You double it. Oh, double 1.8. Oh, 3.6.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay. Good. Okay. Cool. How about this one? It's not that simple, right?
you times it by 20, I think.
Yeah, you do times it by 20. If you times this one by 20, what do we get?
1.
Yeah, it is 1, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you work quite fast. Okay, good. I'm gonna leave it with you to try this on at home. Okay, so anything across that, you don't need to do it. Okay. Round to 3 decimal places. What is this one in 3 decimal places?
0.667.
Okay, good. This one?
3.57. Oh, 3.580.
Okay, good. Yeah, that the 80 is a tricky one. How about C?
0.005.
Yeah, okay, fine. This one's good. Now, copy and paste conversion. Tell me the strategy for these followings. Let's say for this one.
Oh, do you have to do like the...
Yeah, the decimal place. What's the decimal place?
0.25.
And what's the percentage?
25%.
Yeah, pretty easy. How about this one?
16.5%. Oh, 0.1625.
Not quite.
Oh, wait. 125.
125, which means?
12.5%.
12.5%. How about 1/3?
0.3 recurring. And 33.3 recurring.
Percent.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now, another way of writing this that's a bit more convenient is 33 and 1/3%. Right? So it's 33% and 1/3. So that's why mixed number is really handy for percentages. You don't need to write a recurring. Okay. So that you normally would see this version instead. This one. Okay. Now, so the rest should be okay. Expressed as percentages. Now we're reaching this point. Do you know how to express this as a percentage?
35. Is it 35? Wait.
What is 35 as a percentage of 40? Okay, I'll show you the technique for this one. Okay, so if we have something like, let's say 35 out of 40, think of the out of as a division. So you write 35 over 40, and then you find the percentage equivalent, right? And when I see this, first I see divide by, do I divide it by 5? No, I would times this. Actually, I can divide by 4. If you're confident, you can divide by 4 to get a decimal, so that'll be over 10, or you can multiply it by 25.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we can multiply by 25, and you can do it on the side here. So that would be 150, 25, and that would be 700, right? Wait, did you know how I did it?
No.
Okay, actually I'll redo this. So first, I like to do it as like 5 times each of these.
Yeah.
Right, so 5 times 5 is 25.
Yeah.
Rather separate, don't do the carry thing. 5 times 30 is 150.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and then 2 times, now this is 20, this is not 2, it's 20. So 20 times 35 is 700. And you add them up.
Okay, you wrote 15.
Sorry, which one?
Oh, like when you wrote it first time, you wrote like 15.
First, right? Yeah. Because I normally like to do 3 times 5 times 30 first.
Oh,
yeah. But generally you because actually you do 5 times 30, and I like to write it this way because part of it I can calculate in my head. So 5 times 5 is 25, so that'll be 175. But if we're doing multiple, I'm just gonna write them all down anyway. Yeah, like imagine if I were to do this times that by itself, then I know this is 150 plus 25, which is 175, right? Yeah. So here I'm just writing these two numbers in a column format because I still need to do 2 times 35 to get 700, and then I add them up. So this is a different way of doing the column like multiplication thing. I just like to do it this way if you're confident, because you don't need to write the carry and stuff like that. And you can do this addition a lot faster than doing the carry stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe try one yourself. We try something like, but anyway, so I'll just continue this one. So that'll be 875 over 1,000. All right. So that will be 0.875. And as a percentage, this is 87.5%. Right. So what is $35 out of 40 is 87.5%. Okay. Now you try the other ones.
One of 25%.
Yep, 25%. C.
150%.
Okay. D.
400%.
Okay, nice. E.
600%.
Not quite. Units are different.
Oh. Wait, how many grams are in it? 100.
1 kilogram is 1,000.
Oh, 1,000.
Like the K is 1,000 times of a gram.
Oh, 6%.
Nice. 6%, right? Did you times 4?
Or I divide by 5 and then 2.
Well, yeah, that's okay. That could work. Divided by 5 is 3 on 50 and times 2.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So that would be 6 on 100, which is 6%. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then question 12. How do we do 30% of 80?
Times it by 0.7.
Wait, 30% of 80.
Oh, times it by 0.3.
Yeah. Or there's a faster way. What's 10% of 80?
8.
And then 30% will be?
24.
Correct. Yeah. So you can find 10% first. Remember, you got 10% first, which is 8, and then you times it by 3. Yeah. Right? Oh, hang on. Wait. 30% of 80. Oh, yeah. 10% is 8. Yeah. Okay. So 15% of 70. Might be a bit harder to do it mentally. What's 10%?
7.
What's 5%?
Oh, 3.5.
Which means
10.5.
10.5. Yeah, so that's a little trick. So how about 15% of, I don't know, 80?
Oh, 12.
Yeah, it's 12. Yeah, pretty easy. Yeah, that's a fun technique. 12.5% of 84. Bit of a trickier one. I think this one probably a paper question. Yeah, because the number is not very nice. So yeah, let's just work that through. Okay, how did you do it?
10.5.
10.5? Okay, nice. That's correct. Okay, good. Let me see. You're working. Sorry, which one? That one? 125. 12.5 divided by 84. Oh, so you multiply with 84 and then divide by 100, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Now, how do we increase this by 10%? Tell me the idea.
You find 10, or you can times by 1.1.
Correct. Or what's another way?
You find 10% and you add it.
Yep. Which one is easier?
The second one.
Yeah.
$615, I think.
615, yes, correct. Okay, question B. How do we do some ideas for B? There are two ways of doing B. Which one do you think is better? So there's the find 18% and then subtract, right?
Yeah.
What's the other one? The multiplication. What's the multiplication method?
Times 0.18. I mean, 82.
0.82, right? Which one do you think is easier?
82.
Correct. Because when you want to do 18%, you technically, think about it, you technically have to do two steps. You times it by 18 and then you subtract from 4,000. That's two steps, right?
Yeah.
If you times it by 82, it's only one step.
Yeah.
All right, let's try that. Okay, so what did you get when you times 4 by 82?
328.
Okay, but now we need to remember that's 0.82 and then you times by 1,000.
I think.
Or think of it as 4,000 times by 0.82, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are two decimal places here. So you can chop off the two zeros and write the equivalent, which is this.
Yeah.
Which means the answer will be
3,000.
3280 basically.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So you just write that down first. 3280. Yes, 3,280 or 328, and then you add the zero.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. I thought 328 was too little.
Yeah, it's too little, correct. And good. That's good that you found the intuition that that's kind of weird, and that's because it's out of 4,000. Yeah. So the trick here is, remember, you can get rid of the decimal place first by multiplying some zeros, some hundreds in, right? And then you get all whole numbers, and then you work it out from there. Yeah. Okay. So that's a trick for question B. Now let's try C. C is an interesting one. It's a complicated one. Let's split this into two steps. Step 1 is this bit here. Right? And then step 2 is this bit here. So we'll do step 1 first. Once you've done step 1, let me know. Once you go for the answer. Okay, you got an answer for me?
No. Oh yeah, I need to subtract.
Okay.
Wow, 954.275.
Close.
Oh.
It's okay, hang on. What's your value? Okay, let me quickly check something for you. What's your value after you increase it by 5%?
1,004.5.
1,000 and not quite. So when you increase it by 5%, so find you can find 5% and add on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because times by 1.05 is a bit harder. Yeah. So 5% of this, what's 10%? Is 98. What's 5%?
49.
Yes. So you add 49 to 980.
Ooh, I see.
Okay, all right, let's fix that up and try the second part again. So remember, for decrease, it's easier to find the 1% times up by 5 and then subtract it.
Ooh, okay.
So after increase by 5%, you should get 1029, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we find 1%.
10.25.
And then times up by 5.
10.29. Times 5.
Yeah. So work that out and then you subtract it from 1029.
50.145.
Okay.
So yes. 978.85.
978 point. Still quite a bit of a mistake. Okay, it should be.
Oh, I realized I did. 978.855.
9 where? Let me see. Looks a little bit strange. Let me see.
Oh.
So okay, so this one. 50. I think that number is a bit strange. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Well, yeah. 90. What was it? 97 point.
Oh. 978.8.
Oh yeah, sorry. 978.8. Strange. Numbers are not adding up. So let me quickly double check using. Yeah, it's not quite. Okay, it's not quite. Let me see. So we've got the 50.145. So 1%. So 1029 times is 10.29 times 5 is this is not 50.145. Let me see.
10.29
times 5. Try that one again.
Oh, 50.
So here, we'll work on the side. Have a look. You get it now? Yeah. So that will be 5, right? Or you can write it as like 45, and then 20 times 5 is 100, and then that's 5,000. Right. So 5145. Yes. Okay. So that's just a mistake. And then so 51. So 10.29 means it's 51.45. And when you subtract it, it would be 977.55. Now, let's move on from that part. Let's calculate the next part. Overall percentage loss. How do we get overall percentage loss?
Minus 985, 977.55.
Okay. And then what's the next step?
Oh, and then you divide that by 980.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's find that. Big numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
What have you got? I can help you check so far. So what have you got so far?
Well, I'm doing long division. I have to find how many 98s fit into. Wait, no. Oh wait, no.
Not quite. So okay. So did you find the difference? What was the difference?
Where is it? 22.45.
Not quite.
Oh wait. 2.45.
Okay, yes, the difference is 2.45, and the idea is you want this as a percentage of, so out of 980, right? Yeah. So you can write out of, remember, if the technique is to write it as a division like that. Right? Okay. And then if there's a decimal place, normally you want to convert it to whole numbers. So 98000. Right? And to find percentage, you can do the long division, or you can simplify it first, and then it will make the division. Actually, no, I think you're right. Let's just do 245 divided by 98, right? Was that what you're doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I'll show you another technique here. So how many 98 goes into 245? There's a easier way to do it, which is to write multiples of 98 on the side. So 98, what's the next one?
196.
Yep, and then
294.
Yep, right. So right now this is more. So we know that it's only 2 can go into 245, right? So I write 2 here and I write 196. You see how if you do it this way, you can keep growing this, right? Without having to do the multiplication every time. Yeah. And you can also see which one is the closest as well. So do that subtraction. And then after you get the next number, you normally have to put the 0, most likely, because there's a remainder. And then you repeat this thing. So let's try that. So writing it this way also help because you can always have a look. You can always add these two numbers easily because you got a 98 and you got the 294. Right? You can add them up and get the next number and just keep repeating that.
Oh, 25.
So what does that mean?
If you go back to the question.
You want this as a percentage.
2.5%.
This is incorrect. So when you did this division, right, it's going to be 25 over
98. I did.
2.5, right? Supposed to be 2.5, right?
Yeah.
1000.
Oh.
Because we divide them so that you divide this by 98, which is 2.5. You divide this by 98, which is 1000. Yeah, so it's 2.5 over 1000, which is
0.25%.
0.25%, yeah, 0.25%. Okay, big question, eh? Yeah, this is one example of something that's a bit more complicated in these types of questions. It's just a long one. Okay? So recap to this before we move on. It's one of the harder questions for sure. So you need to increase this by a percentage, decrease it by 5%, subtract it, find the percentage of the original.
It would be a lot easier with the calculator.
Of course, right? But this is a non-calculator question. So in the exam, if you have the calculator, it's going to be super easy.
Yeah.
Can you use a calculator in this exam?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then maybe for the next question onwards, I won't test you on your algebra. Will you use calculator? So we'll do all of these. 14 onwards. I say 14. You can use a calculator for this one.
Oh, okay. The discount was 359 and 0.91.
Yep.
And then the sale price was 3,239 and 19 cents.
Wait, say that again. The final price is not quite right.
Oh, wait. 3,239.
Not quite. Try again.
Oh wait, I did it wrong.
Yeah, tiny mistake.
$3,639 and 9 cents.
Yep, that's better. Now question 50.
$28.87.
Right, not quite.
Oh.
We asked for the percentage increase, so the answer is a percent.
Oh.
And to the nearest percent just means there's a whole number. Think you got it right? But you need to know whether how to read the answer correctly. Remember, the number you got is a percentage.
Oh.
Did you get 10 minus 7.76?
Yeah.
Right, and divide by 7.76?
20. Is it wrong? 28.8659.7.
And that's a percentage, right?
Yeah.
So to the nearest percent is 29.
Oh.
Yeah? It's just saying to the nearest percent just means you round it to the nearest whole number.
Oh.
Because that's to the nearest, because the unit is percent, right? It's supposed to be, what is it?
8865.
886, or let's say roughly 89, right? Percent. And you approximate that to 29% because they asked to the nearest percent.
But percentages can be like decimals as well.
It can be decimal, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, it can be decimal. Like the idea is, okay, so the idea is this. If you have a number like 0.3 in recurring, So this is a decimal. The equivalent is 33.3%. Right? It's divided by 100. Oh, sorry, times it by 100 to get a percentage. Or you divide the percentage by 100 to get a decimal. So you can get a decimal number as a percentage. Right? So what you did before was most likely 10 minus 7.76 is 2.24, right? So you did 2.24 divided by 7.76. Now this number by itself is going to get you 0.2889 as a decimal number. Right? And then this would turn into 28.89 as a percentage. And then you approximate this to the nearest percent, which is 29%. Yeah, okay. So that's the logic behind it. That's what I mean by to the nearest percent. Now, question 16.
$35,360. Oh, no. Oh, 680.
Yes, good. I was waiting for that number. Very nice. Make sense?
Yeah.
Almost made that mistake, yeah, because what you calculated was a yearly wage.
Yeah.
Okay, good. 17.
$4.16 recurring percent.
Close.
Yeah.
Now, percentage error, the rule is a bit different. Percentage error is the error over actual.
Oh.
Not what you measure. It's over the actual value.
So
4%, yeah. Okay, so watch out for this one. This error over actual times 100%. Okay, 18.
$1,120.
Yep, 1,120, 19. Watch out. Oh, this question is a bit different. All right, what's your answer?
$3.31.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. You divided by 1.1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because this one is 110%. Yeah, good. Very nice. That's literally is the end of chapter 3 actually. Yeah, and then this is just extended response. Okay, you know what? Let's do, because all of this is easy. Yeah, it's easy-ish. Okay, let's try this one. Last question of the day. When you're done with this, we're done for today. Let's try one at a time. Question A. Yeah, you can use calculator on this. What did you get for Indian rupee?
Oh, 21,000.
Okay. Let's write that down.
Oh, is it 40,125?
100. Wait, not quite. So what they're asking is if she converts 500 to each currency. So you're finding out what is $500 worth in each currency. So you just times each of this by 500.
Oh, I thought I was everything. Oh.
Yeah. So the terminology is a bit different, but yes, just times each of this by 500 to get how much it is worth.
Oh, 625.
Yep. SGD. Yep.
15,000.
Yep.
350.
Yep. Okay. Now that's A. During the exchange, she needs to pay a fee of 1.5%. How much has she paid in fees?
Like fees in Australian or?
Yeah, in AUD.
Oh, wait. $30 Australian.
Yep, 30 Australian dollars is correct. Now C1.
800.
800 is correct. Okay, very good, very good. C2. Expressed as a percentage. I think just 800, not dollars. This is 800. INR, I think.
Um, 3.81%.
Yep.
Oh, no, 3.8 and 3.8%.
Yes, to one decimal place. Okay, good. Now, on her return to Australia, Genevieve has in the wallet this amount here. How much is this in AUD? Assuming it is this amount as a ratio.
96. $96.48.
Yes, correct. Yep, we do round it to two decimal places to the nearest cent. Now, last one. How much does she receive in AUD finally, and is it enough to buy a new coffee? Accounting for transaction fee as well. What do you think we do here? So the transaction fee is on the amount that she received.
Oh.
So basically you find 1.5% of that amount and take away.
Oh.
So they charge her the 4.5% of the amount of the transaction.
She receives $95.03.
Yes. Is it enough to buy the perfume?
No.
No, it's not enough. Yep, that's it. Yeah, good. Make sense?
Yeah.
So this is an example of like why you would start thinking about why you need to know about ratios and rates, because currency is all about rates and ratios. Right? It's all about rates and ratios for currency. That exchange rate is always $1 is whatever amount that you get, right? And the percentage will always come in handy if you need to calculate about percentage, transaction fee and stuff like that. Normally it's a percentage of something of the transaction. Okay? Like your discount and stuff like that is normally percentage, like 20% discount, 10% discount. That's our percentage. You need to know about it. Okay, make sense? Yeah, good. Well, I think you're pretty good with this chapter. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you're pretty good with this chapter. I'll just leave this page here. If you want to do anything from here, just do the question that I haven't crossed out yet. But other than that, I think you should be fine. If you know what topic you want to revise for the exam next week, let me know. So I'll prepare some content for you. No worries.